morning. It is day 30 and the final day for 1 week, 1 shelf, which I'm excited about, but also it's bittersweet. And I do have books that I'm carrying over, so it's not really the final day for 1 week, 1 shelf. It is the final day for daily vlogging, and I'm kind of bummed about it. I've been enjoying this. I know I can't carry it on into the next month, but yeah, I'm gonna kind of miss it, and I'll definitely be able to do it again. It's like, it's not the end of the, like, I can daily vlog at any point in my future. So before I get into what's going to happen today, I just wanted to give you a bit of a recap what happened with this 1 week, 1 shelf journey. So week 1, I ended up with my nonfiction shelf. I got randomly assigned Galileo's Daughter by Deva Sobel, and I'm about halfway through on this one. And I will be bringing this on my trip and finishing it while I'm away and getting this done. So it will get finished, even though I wasn't able to get it done during this challenge. So I have been enjoying this a lot, and it'll be fun to get back into it and not have to rush through it and read so much of it every single day, because there's a lot of information in this. This is a very dense nonfiction book. And then for week 2, I got one of my fantasy shelves, and I ended up reading Lake's Edge by Lyndall Clipstone. And this I gave 3.5 stars. I was enjoying a lot of it up until I wasn't enjoying it as much anymore. It was a lot of the things that the reviews said it was. And so I definitely started, I guess, just wishing that it was a shorter book is maybe the main thing that I really would have preferred about this book. For week 3, I landed on one of my horror thriller mystery shelves, and the first book I was randomly chosen to read was The Thursday Murder Club by Richard Osman. I absolutely loved this, and I gave it 4.5 stars. Cannot wait to continue on this series. Can see how this is one of those series that I really loved it to begin with, but I could love it even more and more as it goes. So I'm expecting that some of the future books will be 5-star reads. Then I was able to continue on that shelf because the next book was A Curious Beginning by Deanna Raybourn, and I had some extra time and I really wanted to pick up this book. So even though I didn't have enough time in that week to finish it, I still picked it up because I was too excited. So I made a little chunk in this, like, you know, at least a third in the way. I'm currently on page 149, and this will be the very next book that I pick up once I finish Wuthering Heights. I'm just so excited about this. I need to continue on with this book. And then for my 4th and final week, I ended up on my classic shelf and randomly chose Petersburg by Andre Belay. And the writing was just too much for my brain. It didn't seem like something that I wanted to wade through. I just didn't want to wade through this. I wasn't very excited about it anymore anyways. I picked it up a long time ago, and I think I picked it up because I just loved the cover, and I was on like a classics kick at the time, and I don't really have as much excitement for this as I do other classics that I would prefer to read. So I DNF'd it, and I don't feel bad about it. So that is going to find a new home. So I went on to the next book on that shelf, and I ended up with Wuthering Heights, this beautiful, it's the International Collector's Library edition, and that's where I'm at. So I'm excited to continue on. I don't think I'll be able to get this done today, but I don't think this will take very long. So once I get my 2 hours and 30 minutes done, I probably won't have too much left, and I'll be able to get that done very quickly when I head away on my journey. So that's where I'm at. That's how my 1 week, 1 shelf challenge went overall. And I'm not completely done because I still have all of today, but I just wanted to do a bit of a recap because there was a lot that happened over the past month. And I'm very excited about this challenge. I really want to hand it to Paige because Paige is the one who did it, and I just loved watching her vlogs. And then I said, like, oh, I really want to do that. And she's like, do it. And I was like, well, I won't be able to do more than 1 book a week, you know, where other people can just go clear off those shelves. And she's like, do it anyways. And so this has been so much fun, and it's felt really good to be consistent with a challenge, which I haven't been able to do for a while. I feel like I start these ideas and then I don't follow through, or it takes me a long time to follow through. So it's just fun to be able to dedicate this whole month to that. And I think it went pretty darn well. Let me do like a little stack of what was going on. There's my stack of all the books that were participating in this particular challenge, even if I didn't complete them. Also, I was trying to think about how Wuthering Heights would work for when I do finish it for my summer book bingo, and I figured it out yesterday. I am going to count it for the hot prompt, and hear me out. Because yes, I could say, oh, this is one of the hottest meaning most popular classic novels. So many people talk about Wuthering Heights. It's also hot and contentious because some people really love it, some people really hate it, and I can see why reading it. Like, it has really unlikable characters. I'm starting to not like them, but like the story around them, and so I'm definitely starting to enjoy it a lot more than I was thinking I might when I first started it. But that's not the reason. The reason I'm picking hot, and anybody who has read this book will understand, I'm picking hot because every single person in this is very hot-tempered. And there are people that beat on other people in this. There are people that pinch other people in this. People are angry in this story. There's so much anger and frustration and passion and drama. And yeah, I just thought hot worked for it. Also, I wanted to talk a little bit about what this story has become, because I think I talked about it a little bit before. At the very beginning of this story, Catherine and Heathcliff just are the best of friends. They're the best of friends, and that's not necessarily a good thing because they are so ill taken care of within their home life. Their parents had died. Their brother, who is taking care of them, does not do a very good job of them. Basically lets them run around the countryside and do whatever the heck they want and treat people however they want to. They're not very good at keeping up on their education, and they're just considered by everybody in the area to be these little troublemakers, and that their upbringing is terrible, so that therefore these two kids are going to be terrible. And Heathcliff especially is hated by a lot of people in the area because he has been treated like he's a servant by the brother. So he's looked at as being a lower class person who's taking on occasionally higher heirs. And also, he's a darker skinned kid. He was an orphan. So there are a lot of assumptions being made by Heathcliff. And his behavior as a child doesn't help. He is very temperamental. He is dirty, completely dirty, because they just play and play and play, and they never take showers or do anything. And he just has this really rough look about him. And Kathy has this saving grace of getting to know the neighbors, the Lintons, and them taking her in and trying to refine her in a lot of ways. And so she at least has that gives her the opportunity to be viewed as more respectable than Heathcliff does. And so, of course, with her relationship with the Lintons, she gets to know the kids really well, and Edgar falls in love with her, the boy, and that is a problem because obviously there is a close relationship between her and Heathcliff, and I think that there were some expectations there on Heathcliff's side, but of course Kathy is just thinking about, what are my prospects for the future? What makes the most sense for my life? There's a situation that happens that breaks some hearts that will lead to frustration and anger in the future, which we have started getting into that part, but I don't really want to give anything away because that's the whole point of the book. It's about this love story and all the obstacles that get in the way, but it's also about behavior. There's just a lot of angry behavior in this. So that's really why yesterday I had a lightning bulb go off and I was like, hot-tempered. They're all so hot-tempered. All of them. Every single, okay, maybe not the Lintons, they're a little more refined is what they are, but everybody else just they gets pissed off so easily, and they're just so mean. Everybody's so mean in this. Okay, I did it. I completely finished my 1 week, 1 shelf challenge. I'm very excited it's finished. I didn't completely finish, well, 3 of the books for this. I'm over halfway at least. I'm on page 150, and I will be continuing to work on this in the next couple of days and hopefully come out with a review, my final thoughts and review on this. I don't know what my vlogging is going to look like in July, to be honest. I'm hoping to work on some projects, and that's a big portion of July, catching up on things and working on projects. I have been enjoying this one-day vlog format I've been doing, and not saying that I'm going to do daily vlogging while I'm on this trip, but maybe I'll just have like, kind of like I do with my Sunday sum-ups, but not recording the whole week through, but just have some vlogs where I check in like a day in the life of my road trip or something like that, and show you what's going on, tell you about the books I'm currently reading, tell you about some of the books I finished, and update you on my summer book bingo, because I'm excited about hopefully getting some bingos while I'm gone. So I'm thinking about doing that just because I'm enjoying how relaxing it has been to do short vlogs every day. It's actually been very relaxing, believe it or not. I love doing long vlogs. I have done long vlogs for so long, but I think I've just been getting burnt out on those. So it's kind of nice to have these little short ones that I can get done really quickly. We'll just see what happens. Let me know in the comment section down below what you thought about this whole 1 week, 1 shelf challenge project. Did you enjoy it? Would you do it yourself? And if so, how would you have changed it? I changed it a little bit from the original way it was done, where I randomized everything completely. Whereas Paige, when she did it, and I think this is the way that Emily Fox did it as well, is that you got to pick whatever was on the shelf that you randomized. Yeah, I made it tricky for myself, but I thought it was fun. I really enjoyed it. If you liked this video and you enjoyed this series, give it a big thumbs up and subscribe so you can see what happens in the month of July. What am I going to do in the month of July? I have no clue yet, but I'm excited for it. I have a lot of books that I'm looking forward to reading. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you later.